They was hating, no, they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Haskins. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's checking. Cracks.
On first down, it's Haskins. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Haskins will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on 2nd down, Haskins. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, baby.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A gain of 6 there on first. Look at Eli against NFC East opponents in his career. He actually has a losing record career-wise against both the Cowboys and the Eagles, but against these Redskins, pretty good, 19-10. The two teams split the season series a year ago, both winning on the opposite squad's home turf. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
6-6, pull it high. Slam.
From the 40 now on second down. Manning gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Right there, 56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing is Manning on third down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jeremiah Tauchu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Haskins. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's got this down to the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Nice move there by Darius Geis, and he got on my radar in 2016 when he was filling in a lot for Leonard Fournette because he had ankle issues at LSU. And the first time I saw him play, over 200 yards on the ground, a lot of long runs, but he also broke a lot of tackles as well. That's why people had him on their radar for this draft and think that he can be a featured runner, and Washington's counting on it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second down and goal. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike 56, Mike. Hey, Echo.
Now Manning. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, Ned. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Manning now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Look, squeeze. Check 15. Check, let's go.
Working from the gun, Manning. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Second down, Haskins. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Manning going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Haywood!
Again, they'll throw with Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is no good. He missed it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A first down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Bang, bang. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert 3, alert 3. Deep grip, deep grip.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
On the ready.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check 3, check 3. Check safety, check safety. Shit, shit. Shit. Get.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Jim, 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 Jim. Go, 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 go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
throwing now. Haskins on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down, here's Haskins. It's brought in by Doctson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will get him one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the pass.
Manning now on first down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards on the ground.
Ready? 70, Indy. Scanning situation, let's go. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 24, check 24. Hey, watch it. Tighten up. Hit it.
They'll run here with Edwards. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Redskins' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
61, matchbox, right. Bravo. Check 4.
Manning now to throw. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
18 Gator. Right there, 56. Come to my world. Ready?
Manning now on 3rd and goal. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Haskins on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Manning to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 37. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Another try for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the safety creep.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll go to Barkley again. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Rosas' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
First down, Washington.
Three down.
On 1st and 10, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down, Haskins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the